and welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. Today is a Friday, so you know what that means. Grab something red, wear something red, drink out of something red. I don't know. But most of all, RED. Remember, everyone deployed on Fridays. So cheers and God bless you to the Marines that went and captured the flag from the WHO. Hoorah! That was some of my best news today. We'll be right back with Clint Westwood right after this. Welcome, Westwood. Happy Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, the Super Bowl. That's right.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Being a Super Bowl. Yeah. I want to talk about that a little bit too. I sent you some stuff last night, but it was really late, I think.
Yeah, I turn in early.
I know. Farm boys.
Ish.
Yeah. Depends. Yeah, good stuff. So much to talk about if we want. I don't know how much of this distraction they're telling everybody, like with these Epstein files, there is some crap in there that's real or not real, and to kind of hold it lightly, make sure that if you're looking at some, just because you're seeing it scroll through on Twitter or X, like my little boy was like, oh my gosh, Mom, did you see Billie Eilish loves Trump and she wants to deport everyone? And I'm like, no, honey, that was AI.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
And she actually said that nobody's illegal. And she admitted, she said that we stole their land. So now the Tonga Indian Nation is actually, there's an attorney that's offered to act on behalf of them, but that has filed that in their law, if you admit to stealing land, then you have 30 days to leave. And so she'll be kicked out of her 4 million, or was it 14 million? I don't know. A billion property in 30 days to give that back to the Tongan tribe that she apparently stole it from.
Tonga. Interesting, yeah.
I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah, I think so. The Tonga Kid used to be a pro wrestler. The Tonga Kid from the top rope. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I did get some. There was a Tucker and Ian. What's Ian's last name? Ian. That big goofy kid. He's got a real big head and a mustache and black hair. Ian Carroll.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
yes.
Ian Punnett? No, that was good.
No, he's really like, he looks like he should be a cop in the 70s or something.
He does, like a Starsky and Hutch type deal or something. Yeah, sliding over the.
That's what I think of.
The siren on the hood or the roof.
Oh, let me turn on comments. I'm sorry, guys. Hi to the fam bam in the chat.
Hey, big shout out Charlie G's birthday today, and also Rafael Estrada from the Coin Vigilante.
Baby.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know. 3 now?
No, 3?
I think so, because I'm trying to think 20.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
I think you're right. Oh my gosh. When did that happen?
I know.
Wow. Well, happy birthday, Charlie G and Raphael.
Baby Ruffy.
And tomorrow is someone's birthday.
Who? Today's Ronald Reagan's birthday also.
Today's Ronald Reagan's birthday, but tomorrow it's Westwood's birthday. Am I pointing to you?
I'm going to be middle-aged.
Middle-aged. All the rage. Middle age is all the
rage at middle age.
All the rage at middle age. Yes.
Woo.
Won't be born on day, Charlie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Lots of.
What are you doing for your birthday, Westwood?
Yeah.
It's Saturday. I'm making a roast.
A crock pot roast.
I made a big turkey and deboned it yesterday or this morning. Actually, I got it for the dogs, and all that. I'm freeze drying. Mitch is out of town, so I'm using
Using
the
his
freeze
freeze
dryer. I'm
dryer.
using the freeze dryer. I got cherries that are drying right now, and they'll be done in like 2 hours. So I'm gonna have these freeze dried cherries, and I might freeze dry some turkey. I don't know. We'll see what happens for the dog.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if it's freeze dried, do you have to reconstitute it before you eat it?
You can just eat it like that. I mean, but it could be dry, but you can take it and pour warm water on it, and it'll just come right back.
Come right back.
Or hot water, whatever.
Yeah, that's very cool. I know that is all the rage with. There's one booth at Funky Finds where we have our store.
Oh, candy. They probably have a lot of
They have a lot of candy, pickles.
Okay. Giving me ideas.
What was other weird things? Pickles, candy, fruit.
Yeah, I got a bunch of fruit that's in
I
the
think
freezer.
pickles were the weirdest thing that I saw.
Freeze-dried pickles, but it enhances the flavor so much. It really captures it and makes it intense.
Okay.
So like the candy, it's just, but it kind of puffs up with the candy. It gets all puffy.
See, I never ate it.
In your mouth. Yeah, I used to.
Me.
I didn't, but
yeah,
other people, once acquainted with.
Oh, it is our friend. So one of my dearest patrons, and I sent a message to all my Patreon and just said, hey, thanks, because I was just feeling really grateful. Yeah. I wanted to kind of touch back and say, like, what's going on, whatever. And I said, if you're okay with me, like, giving you a shout out on the show, I'd love to do that on Happy Hour. And so Lynetta is one of our favorites, that she's here all the time. And we're so grateful.
She's not asleep, that's for sure. She's done that.
Her birthday too. Oh, Monday, February 9th is hers. So a big happy birthday to Lynetta as well. Yeah. My gosh, that's so funny. That's
yay, we're the balloons. Woo! Come on, where are they at? I don't know how to make it work.
I don't know.
Do a thumbs up.
It's not happening.
We're not doing it, and they're not listening yet.
See, that's where I'm just like, I am not in control of that. When that stuff happens on my computer, it's not me doing it. I can just tell you.
These are not the drones you're looking for.
Yeah. I don't.
See a little R2D2.
Oh gosh, so crazy.
Move along.
Oh, and Jim's is on the 15th. We have a lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays in February. Your mom's is what, coming up here in a couple of weeks?
Mom's is on the 22nd.
Charlie's.
Washington. I think that's the same day as Washington's birthday. Wow. And then my husband is later, a few days later. And then, yeah, so we're like all these wonderful. And my oldest sister was on the 18th. My little brother's on the 11th. Like,
my daughter's is this month. Yes. And my youngest. And then also, I think Carlos is this month. Carlos Estrada.
Oh, daddy and the baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to the Estradas, too.
We're not talking Eric Estrada from Chips.
Well, it's funny. We did have a little Chips nod earlier with the what's his name? Ian.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of Chips looking.
He's a little Chips looking.
Yeah, he's got a little chip going on there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's him.
Chips. Now I'm gonna have to get the whole Chips DVD set, because I'm into the DVDs. I gotta get the whole.
Yeah. So tell people about your. Oh, I should. Well, I can't show you what I got today, but what have you been picking up at your thrifting?
DVDs for $1 and CDs for 10 cents at times. The one store has them for 10 cents, but the selection's really sparse. So, I'm kind of And then I can get record albums, 6 for $1. And so I need a record player just to play the records now because I scored some last night. And I'm getting a lot of stuff. But yeah, mostly DVDs, CDs. Just nostalgic stuff, just because I'm going old school. I'm throwing back.
Going analog.
I am. I'm getting out of the digital as much as possible. And I'm disconnecting.
I should have pulled up. There was a great maybe I shared it. There was a great commercial. Well, it was not a commercial. I guess it was a meme, but it was like, could you have survived the 70s?
Born in the 70s. Come on.
Yeah.
Elvis couldn't survive the 70s, but I did, and you did.
That's right. And it talks about being a kid in the 70s.
Yeah.
And
Viewmaster. The Viewmasters. Remember those? The little discs, the Viewmaster discs. You'd look through and click the.
Here it is. Hold on. This is so funny. But it made me think, so there's the big solar flares that have come in, that are coming in this end of this week. And some of them are big enough that they could cause a Carrington event. And now there's 4 that are coming in towards the end of this weekend, or end of this week and into the weekend.
Bring it, because I don't Carrington.
There you go.
Unless it's Blake Carrington. Wasn't that Dynasty? Blake Carrington. I think it was. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
It's a great name, though. But then that's the Super Bowl is coming up on Sunday. And of course, this just was too much for me. Well, hold on. Let me not share.
That's the Super Bowl.
I know. It is. It's all being shown that it's the Fugazi, you know?
Yep.
Where's the one that I sent you? Why is it not showing a picture of Charlie Lee? How's that possible that I could send you a text of a picture but it not be in my photo? Okay. Anyway, Charlie Lee did an interview, I think with 84 Million, but I'm not 100% sure who it was with. And I noticed, it was on Light Strategy. Okay. It was Light Strategy. Let me see if I can change this. No, it will not.
We're going to auction this shirt tonight for Litecoin.
That shirt?
Take it off. I got a t-shirt underneath, though. So
okay, I was like, what's
going once?
What's happening here? Westwood.
I got $1 in this shirt.
So, silver guns, and Westwood starts taking off his clothes to buy
one button at a time. How much leg?
Oh God!
Like 100 digibyte for the first button.
You're a mess. Okay, so what do you guys notice about Charlie Lee's picture?
San Francisco.
The San Francisco. Where else? Also, he has a B for Boston, which is where MIT is.
That's true.
Where he may or may not have gone to school. And there's also...
Wasn't he from the Ivory Coast? Isn't that where his family's from? I think it is. It's in Africa. That's where they kind of transplanted.
Charlie Lee's is?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I think they lived in Ivory Coast.
Like Elon's territory?
I don't know. Wasn't he from South Africa?
Yeah.
But I think the Ivory Coast isn't that a country? Ivory Coast? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought Ivory Coast was Africa.
It is in Africa, but I think it's a country. I know it wasn't Liberia. But I think it's the Ivory Coast is where his family bounced and lived for. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. There's a lot going on.
Interesting, because Elon's family is with the emerald mines and all that.
Oh, ivory and emerald.
Okay.
I don't know, all these precious things.
Then
silver, digital, silver.
We'll just keep it right there. One of my good friends, Major Ed, he's the Patriot and
not to be mistaken with Mr.
No, he's a wonderful man who's a patriot, and he served our country and actually lost a limb. And he continues to fundraise for veterans and all this. And so he sends me this invite to his Super Bowl party. And of course, if you look at Skullcap and I talked about this some, but the LIX, those colors, of course, what is on there? Almost the same exact image as Charlie Lee. And then Charlie was sitting kind of right here where the silver thing is, actually, in his picture, which is interesting. And then, of course, Major Ed's pointing at the Patriots. So
Patriots versus the Seahawks. The Patriots versus the scavenging Seahawks that are coming in for the prey and carrion, versus the Patriots defending the honor of the nation. symbolism.
those things.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that they're anticipating the EBS to go off for the Super Bowl. If you look at the coordinating colors hold on, I'll find a picture that's right together so you guys can see it. It's pretty like Captain Obvious when you see it. Oh, Lord. It's like right here. Maybe it's not. This is when you text too much. There it is. Good Lord.
A file, file cabinet for my text.
Sorry. Yeah. So if you notice the colors on the emergency broadcast.
Oh, yeah. It's like when the TV used to go off at like 12:30 at night or 1 o'clock in the morning, the colors would come up.
And the same as the Super Bowl LX, which in this picture, it looks like LIX, which is.
Oh, it does.
Last year's was the LIX because it was, you put the 1 right before the 10 and that makes it 9. So is it a Groundhog Day nod? Another loop, another time loop. Super Bowl to Super Bowl. I don't know.
Now, if Bill Murray shows up somewhere in all this, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day movie. Bill Murray. Yeah. Cross the Streams, Ghostbusters.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just kind of crazy. Any talk Iran? Did somebody say that in the chat? I just scrolled through. Well, they told all the Americans to get the hell out.
So there's that.
So there might be something happening.
There's ships over there, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, all the things.
The question is, do they have any gold?
Or silver?
Yeah, do they have any precious metals over there? Then they might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with all that.
Mm-hmm.
They picked up the guy allegedly somehow involved with the Benghazi thing, like the lead bad guy.
I mean, they got Hillary?
Well, she's really the lead, yes. So, but to your point, the timing of this. So Hillary and Billary are supposed to.
We agreed to testify.
Finally, after 3 times.
They'll come in wheelchairs and neck casts, look like.
Well, they can just, get off like Sleepy Joe. He's not capable of standing trial, so no accountability for him.
Basically, people freak out that. Well, we didn't prosecute because elderly man, probably not able to withstand. But he's president. It's fine.
But then did you see this weird connection where, and I'm sure it's just part of trying to wake up the normies that this kind of shit's been happening a long time ago. If you look at what happened to Seth Rich, that's the WikiLeaks. Most likely that is where, well, no, Julian straight up said it was Seth Rich, didn't he? And that's why he was for the leak.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was,
Yeah. And so that was
sourced from the DNC.
Right. And so now this Savannah Guthrie.
Yeah, her mom
allegedly is kidnapped. And did you see the creepy thing where she's like talking to the kidnappers and it's the same exact words of Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'd have to go back and watch that.
Oh my gosh.
I need to get that DVD too. I don't have that on the list.
No, don't buy that one.
What? I like fava beans.
Oh. No. Hold on. I mean, she goes, talk to her. Something. Like she uses the same mannerisms even, and it is like beyond creepy. I'll show you this really quick. We won't watch the whole thing, but just a little quick clip of it.
I went down the rabbit hole of Savannah Guthrie. Now, we've all heard about her mother being kidnapped out in Arizona, but I dug a little farther.
Is Grandma
Her
listening?
husband, his last name is Feldman.
What's going on?
He worked for the Clintons the 8 years they were in office. Okay? He started a company called Grover Park. Basically, what they were scrubbers. They would scrub the internet of anything bad that they did not want the public to find out. They would scrape the whole internet, so when you did a search, you couldn't find out anything about it. How much you want to bet? Because the Clintons are going in front of Congress that they struck out to this guy because he was their cleaner. We've all heard about the 50-some-odd people that have had questionable deaths behind the Clintons. We've all heard about them. Not one person in this country has not heard about them. So how much you want to bet they want to keep this guy silent to get his mother-in-law back? So tonight I'll end up having to do some more research, but right now I don't have time. But if you have time today, please go down that rabbit hole, because you are going to find out so much information. It's going to go boom in your head. You go, oh, hell, she might be on to something. But mark my words, this has something to do with the Clintons. I'll see you folks on the flip side, and happy.
Wrong video, but
Oh, well, that's a good one. Yeah, there's
point.
probably a Vince Foster in there somewhere, I'd imagine, huh?
yes, here's the Marines who got the flag back from the WHO. There's Pam Bondi talking about all that. Hold
Pam
on.
Bondi things.
Lord, yeah, she's exposing herself. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it.
Was weird to begin with. Wait till you hear this. And I'm not talking about her husband, completely different. This is meaning that's what I'm talking about. And before anybody in this company,
Hold on, she's
and
still
when she
talking.
heard it, she was like, "Oh my gosh!" In the same tone of other than that, kind of looks at the camera.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Take a look at the video.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Is that not the creep factor on that for me? Was like over the moon.
Right out of Central Casting.
Yes, all of it. Once again, Central Casting. Oh my gosh. It's disgusting.
The whole thing. I mean, it's all theater. I mean, all these people are, I mean, they've been, the whole thing's theater. I mean, if you saw what they did behind the scenes on certain pagan, well, I shouldn't say pagan, but I mean, certain holidays that they celebrate, you'll see some theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are, uncannily eerie. Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
And the way she said it, I mean, talk to her.
It was so creepy. Yeah. And I was like, it was just like in the movie.
She's an actress. I mean, that's what she does for a living. She's not reporting the news. She's reading a teleprompter and doing her thing.
Prompter, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like she's reporting news.
A personality.
That's all it is. Yeah.
They're called personality.
Right. That's it. It's not them. It's their acting.
Yeah. It's their
personality.
Persona. It's their
right.
personality.
It's the mask, the Greek masks.
Yes. Great point.
Put it eyes wide shut. Put the mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I need to get that movie too.
Oh no.
It's very informative of what goes on. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
We'll have a viewing here at Westwood. I've got the projector and we'll put it out on the side of the barn and we'll analyze it, and I can get up there on the whiteboard and do all the connections.
I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest.
Okay, then you can't criticize it.
I heard it was really because I don't watch scary movies.
But it's not scary. It's a psychological thriller or a suspense
in my head.
Yeah, but it goes to exactly the rabbit holes that you go down. I mean, it talks about the elite and what they do, but it doesn't put it in your face. It's just it's all there.
And then my friend, my little hippie cowboy friend, sends me this out of the blue, which I know this is more the qualia, the universe talking. Whatever. He's like, I cannot find that. So it's disappeared, but it was the Super Bowl parody of a Kubrick skit. And they said, and when I grokked it, said, you're talking about the Mountain Dew Shining Super Bowl or Bryan Cranston Shining ad. And then it gave me, hold on.
Here's Johnny.
Oops, hold on. Let's see if we can. And when you're saying all this, it is, I mean, now it's out. Go to the .gov website as you're looking at these things. I think Ian Carroll gave great advice on that, Tucker Carlson. He said, if you're going to go down that rabbit hole, have your resource or the primary source out and available so that as you're seeing memes and stories and whatever, you can, he gave a great advice. He said, if you see an email or a letter or something that's posted, if you want to check if it's true, pull a quote out of it and put it in the search bar of the FBI.gov/Epstein files. There's a search area, and you can search to see if that document is true or if it's been modified. Because right now, that's one of the biggest things. We can't tell what we're looking at, if it's real or evil. But it's crazy that, so even Donald Trump today posted a video that ended with, where we go one, we go all, Q, on Truth Social. Like an Anon shout out video. I'm like,
just like push it right out there in your face.
Yeah, we are here.
I'm telling you, in my gut, my soul, it's like something has to break, happen, change majorly before the whole 250th thing on July 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Well, and I think with all of this, I think they're going to do it before April 15th because.
Right. That's what I mean. It's got to be done in this timeline. I mean, between now and then, it's all got to kind of coalesce and.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
You
know. Yeah.
All those things. Okay, here it is. I went past all the ads. Now I can share it with you guys.
I'm out wherever you are. I've got new Mountain Dew Zero Sugar with the same refreshing taste as the original, but without any of the sugar. Here's Mountain Dew Zero.
I am thirsty.
As
All right. I don't know which one's going to kill you first and kill you harder, the Mountain Dew Zero or Bryan Cranston coming through the door. So I don't know which one's scarier.
I don't know. It was pretty creepy. But anyway, then the wave of the green and all that.
Instead of the red, red rum.
Which right now they're talking about Red Hook, which is, I guess, at the port for Epstein. But he also had a business there at the port on the dock. And if you're a common law, or
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
all those nods and terms,
land versus the sea, and
they were manipulating all that and knew all that. What are your thoughts on all this? About, oh my gosh, Aaron Day did the most amazing video last night, 4 hours. But he does have a shorter version from about 2 months ago. It's only like 2 hours. But he talks about how Brock Pierce taught Epstein how to crypto, basically, and all of this. It's a huge money laundering scheme. And that's why when we were talking about the doc and the contracts, and that it was really more about the money laundering going on and bribery, blackmail. Then, they use anyone as a victim. None of us have any value other than them, the elites. And so they don't care if they harm a child, a woman, a girl, the rest of America, the rest of the world, as long as they're getting what they want. But
their code is different than your code. Moral code.
Yeah, for sure. But
Tether's never been audited, right? They've never had a successful audit, and they just bought how much gold with money they just create out of nothing. Tether. What's Tether?
Well, and that's what Ian Carroll was,
Token.
or Aaron Day was saying. Like, they literally printed Tether out of nothing to go buy Bitcoin.
Right. Manipulate the market.
The price and manipulate it.
All you got to do is go look at a long-term chart of Bitcoin, crypto, whatever it is. You look at what happened, the run up in 2017, it looked like a natural flow, boom, 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 boom. And it just like a beautiful chart, from the peak, the whole black market, Freudian slip, the market sentiment cycle, what is it called? Somebody tell me, the emotional, you've seen those
I know
charts.
what you're talking about.
Capitulate, whatever it is,
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks just like that. And then you see what happens after the introduction of, all of the financial instruments, of Tether, you see how the market's manipulated, and you can look at it and it's like, wait a minute, it's not really looking like it's following a natural cycle anymore. That's why, because it's not.
Well, that's what happened to gold and silver.
Yeah, I mean, manipulate it.
Yeah, doing the ETFs and all that. That's
right.
Like, did the Litecoin ETF ever get approved?
There is one through Canary Capital. Yeah. And I can't remember how much they have now, but the other one's just kind of, all these ETFs have kind of been shoved under the rug a little bit. But the only way to stop it is just like you do with silver. You've got to take physical possession off the market. So when COMEX, and it looks like they're going to collapse, in the next few months because they're not going to have enough to supply, at that point, then what? It's a purely physical market. It's the same with crypto. If you take it off the exchange, how are they going to manipulate it? There's none for sale. What do? You go and try and buy it off Coinbase, PayPal, or any other exchange and withdraw it, and then you can't withdraw it. Okay, we got a problem here. Now what? It's the same with silver that you're kind of seeing. You're seeing the physical dry up. So then what do these markets mean at that point? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, 21 days until 429 million ounces of demand meets 103 million supply.
Oh, that should work out well.
That math does not.
Yeah, that'll be fine. No worries. And see, they can play that game and play that game and play that game until people take delivery. And once you take delivery, when there's nothing left to deliver, then what do you do?
Well, then they force measure. They force measure
in dollars. Then it's over.
Yeah.
And then it's whatever, the price of that one silver coin that you have is worth. And you can, what's the price? I don't know. It's worth a lot of ribeyes. I don't know. It's like, make me an offer.
Yeah. Well, even we were thrifting. Well, I don't know if we were thrifting, but we were shopping today. And
that's our new shopping is thrifting.
I know. Yeah. And Charlie and I came across, just this beautiful clock. It's Capo Diamante, which is a line of porcelain that I collect. And they're artists out of Italy, and it's just really beautiful, but it's a lot. Like, it's very fancy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And this lady had this.
Can I build a house around this clock?
Mostly. I have many lamps and clocks, and I may have a little house in the future because we're getting older, and that, but I will have a beautiful little house. Yes. Yeah. And the lady, I didn't even have to ask her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I collect that. Can I look at it? Whatever, is way up high. Charlie had to get it down off the shelf. But to her, and in that market, no one's looking for that right now. Everybody wants IKEA, and they don't want the fancy stuff, the old stuff. So I don't know. It's just interesting. So we got great deals on it. Yeah,
nice.
You know about it. But looking for value in things in a different way, like this, it's changed everything for us. I wouldn't, like we were talking earlier, I would never go to IKEA or Ashley Furniture or something and pay for new furniture.
But you can finance it for 10 years with 0%.
Well, there you go.
So it's free, right?
Maybe.
How much can you afford a month?
Yeah,
I'll put you into this furniture set. Sit down, test drive it. It's fine. You'll love it.
That's the crazy.
Smell the leather. Yeah. Smell the cloth.
Yeah. So I didn't have credit cards when I was younger. Thank goodness. I think I had one, to like JCPenney's in my college town.
Yeah.
And then I charged it up one time, and then I had so much anxiety because I could never pay it off because the interest was always making up more than my payment every time.
Right? It's like, wait a minute, I just paid $50 on this. How am I 52 in the hole?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, no more credit cards. And then I got married, and then I didn't really have financial control. So I really was never in that position of credit cards and how, but during that time, the world changed from, because when I became single again, I remember like going and buying the car that I wanted, that I felt like I deserved and all that stuff, my little independence thing. And that was the exact conversation was, well, how much monthly payment?
Right.
Like,
how much can you afford a month?
huh? What do you know?
No, what's the price of the car?
Yeah, we're talking
No,
about
how much can you afford a month? We can make it happen. Just tell me. Just extend it an extra 2 or 3 years.
But it's such a throwaway society that most people don't keep their cars long term.
No.
And so you're just going to pay a payment for how long?
Forever.
And
And
then
then
you're gonna
trade
go
it in and you have another payment.
And you're going to go get another payment.
Yeah.
And you can work it out with them. So it just was a real, and that's that, we've talked about this, and we talk about this in our classes when we do our class way back in the good old days.
In the good old days, the halcyon era. Yes.
Yeah.
Traveling around.
Of course, they wanted us to get money out of our hands, because when you have a bag of silver or a bag of gold, when you spend it, it gets lighter. And so then they moved us to checks and on the banking system. But then you still
not as attached to it.
Yeah, you're not touching it, but there's a little ledger right there. Well, then that was too much. People were actually writing their balances and pay, because you're writing the check, why not write the number, do the math, okay, so you can see it be erased really quick. Well, then they needed to move us to credit cards so that you just swipe it, tap it.
It just works.
You have
magic money.
You have no clue how much power you hold in that. Just, did it work? Okay. If not, wait, let me try another one.
Well, that's what works.
It's psychotic to think about someone managing. If that was a business model, like, they'd be out of business, in a heartbeat. But that's what they wanted us to become, so detached from where our store of value is.
Yep. Yeah, because you don't feel it, because it's ethereal at that point. It's just a figment, of your imagination. Whereas if I take this out of my pocket and I need to pay for something with it, it's no longer in my pocket. And it's like, well, I kind of like it in my pocket. Yeah. And it's hard to spend it and let go of it.
Because you're really trading. So one thing I learned is, when you say yes to something, know what you're saying no to, because you're always saying no to something else. When you say yes, find out, wait, where am I saying no? Because you can't have it both.
I'm saying yes to buying this, but I'm saying no to saving this.
No to the silver. And so that's where it would tug on people, because especially as we're seeing the silver markets change and the value change, are you sure that was a good trade? Because you had a hard asset in your hand, and now you're choosing for another thing or asset in your hand. But is that the right trade? Yeah, I think that's where, when we
choices, you've got to, I just love to get back to a society, a culture where it's using tangible things. And I mean, even crypto's tangible though, because you see the balance go down. You're like, I don't know if I can get that back. What's it going to take me to get that back? Whereas a credit, it's just like you just create it out of nothing. And then you got to pay it back out of work and labor and sweat and tears and blood and, and time. Yeah, it's just like on the back end, it's not such a good thing. Come on, get on. She's on my leg. All right. Jeez.
Hi, Tilly.
Yeah.
She knows.
Come here. You want to get up? No. You want me to pick you? No.
No, I don't want you.
Thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on all of it. I think it's interesting. And I think a lot of people have had, it's been a long movie, 10 years or more. Maybe some people say since 1964.
Right. We can go back as far as you want to go, really. But But what they've done in their long-term strategy is, and that's the thing, these are long-term psychopaths that are very smart, and I should say they're very calculating. They know how human nature works, and so they know that the first generation is going to be hard to give it up. The second generation, you just keep taking the tangibility away. And then by now, our children have no tangible things at all in their hands. It's all digital to them. They don't have DVDs. Why would you have a DVD? I can just boom, anywhere I'm at, load it up, until you can't, because it's centralized and you're bringing it down from, streaming services or whatever it is. And when those don't work, what do? I go to the shelf, pick up a book. I go to the shelf, take a DVD, boom.
Well, I think that's where like our generation has a
We
benefit.
still have that remnant of having that touch and feel, that sensory tangibility, but they want to stamp that out of it, subsequent generations, because then they know, okay, they know nothing about that. And all they've ever known is just this magic stuff that we just make work for them, because they're wizards and warlocks and witches. And that's really it. It's just putting spells on you.
To that point, Ian Carroll was talking about his generation, which is mid-30s, mid-30s, and coming into a point of time of taking responsibility in our country and building families and taking responsibility in the community and all that. And he's like, but the thing is that my generation, Ian's not mine,
right.
Our first memory, a lot of our first like solid memory is 9/11. And now we're finding out that all that is a lie, and everything forward of that is skewed or a lie, and has been, I mean, they're showing Epstein involved with the 2008 crash. I had no idea. He had a company called Liquid Learning or Liquid something, Liquid Financial or something like this. Of course, water again. And he was involved with the Bear Stearns, and he just magically, right before it all shut down and right before the 2008 crash, he pulls all assets and shuts down his liquid whatever. And then starts it up later, of course, after all the chaos. But basically, like, now these Epstein files, and now that's a validation of WikiLeaks. Oh, it's not such a conspiracy theory. Here's from.gov websites. They have, to my knowledge, they haven't released the Weiner files, the golden files yet.
Anthony Weiner.
With Hillary's deeds in there, but hopefully they will this month. Or maybe when she testifies, I don't know. Or maybe this guy that they just picked up they're accusing of the Benghazi thing will out that, she was involved in it. But it's just really interesting to me to watch that generation be pissed off because it's almost like a kid that was born since 2019 or 2020. What would they be, a 5-year-old? Doesn't know the world without all this fear bullshit mongering of COVID.
Yeah. You come into the world of just, I remember lockdowns, masks, we couldn't go anywhere.
Or if you were a teenager during that time or whatever. But the lies. And the fact that the more disturbing part on the Epstein thing is that now we're seeing that the government covered it up. They knew.
Yeah,
they were part of it. It was part of us. So how does that make you feel? Like, to me, being an American is not the government. Like, I love my country. I love the people here. I believe our government was hijacked by some.
It's no different than Israel. It's the same thing. I mean, you can have good people, but, your government's hijacked, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the people are reflected by the government. The government's doing what it wants because they put the people in puppets. Yeah. And that's what they do. They carry out a different agenda than what the people really want.
Yes, and then they want us to all look up to them. They're celebrities. They're stars.
I know.
Look up to these people.
Oh, look, Katy Perry and Castro's son are out, partying it up, and it's just like big freaking whoop.
Well, now you know what they're doing.
Now they're doing something.
Now you know what parties they're going to and
right.
things going on. And I hope that we, the people, will remember that we're the ants and they're the grasshoppers, and that we can walk away from that.
Yeah.
That we don't have to be part of that system.
Right. Why are you watching the Grammys? Why are you watching the Academy Awards? Why do you care? Why are you spending your energy on that stuff? Why is that? Who cares? Why do we feed the vampires? Don't.
I have to tell you, though, I've never been so excited to watch a Super Bowl in my life.
Well, for the memes and for the messaging and, you know, all the things. Yeah.
For the halftime and praying there's a big EBS. And
Lisa's like, bring it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get the chip and dip out and everything.
Still be ready. We're going to get the Cheetos and sour cream.
Yes.
We're going to be kicking it.
Yes.
Or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Cheese curls and sour cream.
I don't know. I don't know what happens in football. I'm terrible.
I'll be feeding on my local roast.
There
what I'll be doing. Yeah.
Roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My blue potatoes. Purple potatoes. I don't know. One or the other.
Are you having an all black meal?
Yeah, it'd be a pretty dark meal, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie did that one time to me, and I was like, it's all black.
Yeah, there's no color. Well, it's dark colors. It's not light colors. It's still colorful. It's deep shades. Yeah.
That's a positive way of looking at it.
But more antioxidants in those darker colors.
Oh, okay. I just have to
darker the fruit, the darker the vegetable.
And I have to have like multiple colors on
Gotcha.
it. Yeah.
Full spectrum meal.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
A little EBS spectrum. Oh, in better news and about food, they just announced on like Normie News, oh my gosh, stop eating Nature's Own, Wonder, and something else because they have weed killer in their bread. And I was like,
you mean Wonder bread with all the pretty circles and colors on it is bad for you?
Yes. But
read the labels.
What were they calling weed killer? You know the word.
What, glyphosate?
Glyphosate.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a horrible stuff. Roundup, glyphosate, the whole thing. That's bad.
They've been telling us for years that it just kills the weeds. It doesn't hurt the seeds or the vegetables or whatever. And now they're admitting it's weed killer being sprayed on your food, and you should be worried about it. And that's what a lot of these like gluten allergies allegedly
that's a lot
might be. I don't want to say that because I just got swatted and told that I have to.
I've heard surveys said that possibly that could be the issue. Never know.
Yes, we don't know. We're not medical advisors.
I've heard it on the internet. I don't know how much truth there is.
Somewhere on the interwebs.
Yeah. I just know that when you spray glyphosate on stuff, it'll kill everything except that GMO corn out there that's resistant to it. And then it grows fine. And then you can eat it. It's fine. And it goes into all your foods. Pick up a bottle of ketchup, high fructose corn syrup. It's very healthy and nutritious.
Mm-hmm. Think for yourself, folks.
Right. Read the labels.
Read the labels. Think for yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much going on. We talked about the Marines capturing the flag from. Well, I talked about that before I jumped.
Yeah, you talked about it. I don't know.
Sorry, did you see that they?
I didn't see it.
The flag from the Who.
Who are you? Who?
Mm-hmm.
You need to get another drink.
Uh-oh, you gotta get a refill. He's double Waterlooing it. Let me share this with you guys real quick. This made me very happy.
Guava berry, Waterloo.
Mm-hmm. Guava
berry. About to find out how this tastes.
Oh, here we go.
Smells good. Tastes like a candle.
Ooh.
Yummy.
This is from Wall Street Mav. He says The WHO just refused to return the U.S. flag to Rubio after President Trump withdrew from the organization. President Trump sent the U.S. Marines to capture the flag. The WHO claimed they had not approved the U.S. withdrawal. And interesting that it was Rubio. Why is Rubio sending?
The Secretary of State.
Wouldn't that be something that Hegseth would do, though?
Yeah. Maybe. It depends on the context. If it's like government to government kind of thing, it'd probably be Secretary of State. But if it's military type action, I don't know. Secretary of State's more diplomatic relations, so maybe that's why.
That's very interesting. Which it's all a movie. It's fine. We don't.
Yeah, Hegseth was doing another scene at the time, so they had to use Rubio.
That's right.
He's on a different set.
That's right.
Which, I mean, he was a newscaster too, so it was a central casting.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All of it.
Newscasting. Think about that. Like casting spells, newscasting. All the language.
And it's all spells, Hollywood.
Right.
All of that. And
I know what it is. It's casting spells upon you, programming your mind. Yeah.
there was a hotel in China.
California? Oh.
No, China. That they had bullion. They had like gold bricks in their floors, and so they just recently like ripped them up and sold them and made like $14 million.
Yeah, why not?
On their tile. That's a hell of a return.
Yeah, it was a good investment.
Oh, did you see the video game thing where Fortnite, Epstein kept playing Fortnite after he died?
Oh, really? Well,
yes. So everybody.
It's just his avatar. I mean,
this is so good. Okay.
AI avatar.
Epstein was killed on August 10th, 2019. The file shows YouTube account is this name, Little Saint Jeff 1. So that's verified by the YouTube account. The file also showed that he used the same username on the video game Fortnite, and he was an avid player, frequent in-game purchases, which would go back to Google. So all this is like Google tracked. Fortnite then shows his account reached silver level, level 4 of 9 on 1, 2, 3, bronze, silver, gold, respectively, in the game Chapter 5, Season 1. Chapter 5, Season 1 was released on December 3rd, 2023. Wait a minute. He died in 2019. Okay.
Who jacked his account? Come on. It couldn't have been him.
But think about, Jeffrey Epstein's Fortnite account was playing from Israel in 2024, 4 years after his death. And then there's some pictures of little Saint Jeff. What's interesting on this to me is when we start having conversations about identity and what sources we might use in the future for identity, and that you could be anonymous. Like nobody knows who that little Saint Jeff is really, but he has a reputation. And so in gaming, I'm learning this from my kids. I don't know this stuff, but you have a reputation. And so he didn't want to give up his Fortnite status, his reputation, even though he was dead and he living in, hiding or whatever, or government protection. I don't know where he is. But he wanted his...
Probably in a cave in Afghanistan, right?
Right, but he did not want to just start over with no reputation. He's like, no, I earned all that on my Fortnite account. Right. I want to keep playing from that reputation.
Well, yeah, I got all the bonuses and the gifts and the, all the armor and whatever else. I don't know what kind of things you get. But yeah, he's built up all this inventory and, you don't want to let that go.
But it's a way to be...
It's like me starting to teach again. I got to start from the ground floor.
All over. Yeah.
There you paid nothing.
But I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting that if we move to that kind of an identity, a blockchain identity that could be verified, like the way they did with the X, when they outed everybody on their location and where they had been founded or whatever, or where your account was started because your GPS location, then you can't change your handle. So like once you initiate, that's the name and this is where you're from. And then you build a reputation. Now, if you want to take actions that don't affect this name, that maybe you might have to have another entity, maybe have your work. What were we talking about? The personalities earlier?
Yeah, I have a different persona.
Yeah, my work personality profile that I'm going to vote with and do these things and earn equity this way. But then I'm going to have another profile that I don't get the benefits of this one, but
Right.
I can take actions in this profile. It made me think of back in the day, you know, what, the 50s or whatever. It was always don't talk politics or religion.
Right.
Table, and that if you went to work, it didn't matter. You just went to work and you didn't get fired for your beliefs because you weren't supposed to be discussing it.
Right. We don't care. Just
Didn't.
go to work.
Yeah, go to
Do a
work.
job.
Go to work. Yeah, it wasn't what your opinion is or your feelings at work. And so it really could be separated with blockchain. And I guess that's part of DigiID. I think Dragon Chain has some of that in Den Social, like you build up a reputation of your name or entity handle. And then because of that, you have reputation and you've been judged on your skills or your knowledge in different areas or whatever. So I do see where that could be a solution too. But I just thought this was the perfect like example pointing to that. Even this dead guy, his reputation on Fortnite, he had gotten up to the silver level. He did not want to let that go.
Your reputation lives after you.
That's right.
That's true. Unless you have people rewriting history and scrubbing the internet.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It used to be your word in a handshake. That's your reputation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then how you act. Judge the tree by the fruits, folks.
That's right. Think of the hiccups. I don't know. I think we covered a lot. I didn't really get into silver market and gold market just because I think
right now you're seeing a lot of shaking, shaking of the tree, that kind of stuff. But I mean, the overall, it looks like a, kind of a clean out more than anything to try and shake the weak hands out. I mean, especially the silver market. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean,
yeah, with that big delivery due the end of March.
It's out.
What happened with the U.S. government having to, I thought they had to roll over their debt or refinance it at the end of January. And here we are, February 6th, and I haven't heard anything.
Well, I don't know if that's it is and it isn't, because I mean, a lot of those treasuries need to be rolled over at different times, depending upon when, they sold them on the market and they come due, and then they got to refinance them. So it comes in like tranches to where they have to do it at different times. I don't know. There might be a big moment to where they have to roll over a lot. Well, they just roll it over. Yeah, just pay the interest. And as long as they can keep printing, I guess. Borrowing, I should say.
Borrowing.
Just issue more and pay off the old ones and keep doing it. As long as there's a buyer.
It's crazy.
And that's the thing. If there's no buyers, I mean, like the Chinese government and Japan, all these other countries, the Fed just comes in and prints dollar bills and or Federal Reserve notes and buys the treasury debt. That's called monetizing the debt, where they essentially it's just inflationary completely, and they just print bills to buy the debt. Whole thing's crazy.
It is.
And you need to have a sound money system. You need to have a peg somehow, whether it's gold, silver, crypto, whatever, something that has some kind of anchor. And they haven't had that since, before 71 kind of ish, but that was just between governments. But I mean, you really haven't had an anchor since the Federal Reserve. It's been nothing.
Nothing and no audit.
How's that worked out?
Even after all of this talk about physical delivery and all that, there's still no push or demand to audit Fort Knox or the government's gold and silver. That's all just been kind of ignored and shoved under the rug,
That's why I think they're resetting it somehow. I mean, we're kind of we're really, it feels like we're at that point to where I don't know how it plays out if you go back to a gold standard or something, and you got all this gold in the ground. I'm not really sure what the real play is, but it kind of feels like something's afoot. They
Yeah.
have to do something. I mean, you can't continue doing this. I mean, it just doesn't work. I mean, all these fiat monetary systems, what is it, 70 years, 75 years it runs its course on average, and we're, 113 years in.
Well, remember, was it Cliff or Jim Willie saying fraud vitiates everything?
Yeah, it just wipes it. If it turns out to be fraud, it's like, oh, none of this matters now. It's gone.
Right. We're seeing a lot of that come out in Georgia and about the vote in 2020 and the manipulation. But there's also fraud, not just in Minnesota, but if fraud vitiates everything, they're going back to where they're like going into these PPP loans.
Right.
And they're going to do massive audits with the financial institutions that facilitated the laundering of the funds. So part of it, what my understanding was that the PPP loans actually were a bailout for the banks, because if they gave out a loan to somebody wrote in and said, here's my paperwork, I supplement, I need to have a PPP loan, that the banks were able to fractionally reserve lend multiple times that. And so that was kick the can down the road. This was my understanding. Somebody just gave me a thumbs up.
All right.
Thank you, magical thumbs. So I think that was another kick the can down the road bailout that we have now faced the cost of inflation on. And so if fraud vitiates everything, then even does it vitiate the Fed? The Fed and JP Morgan Chase, they were involved in this money laundering, not just with the Minnesota issue, but with the Epstein stuff now. We know that JP Morgan Chase was Epstein's main financial institution.
Yeah, weren't they Bernie Madoff's too, which pales in comparison. But I mean,
all the same.
And then the solar rigging. Oh yeah, them too. Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot going on there, Jamie. Not so shiny diamond.
That's right. And the irony that his name is Diamond.
I know.
And then they're talking about all that stuff with the children again.
Right out of central casting.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's going to be.
Diamond's not forever.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for people. I showed a video, I think it was when Sean and I were on Monday, and this kid, I say kid, he's a grown man, but he's living in his mother's attic or basement or something. I don't know. But he's
behaving like a kid.
Yes, behaving like John. And he's like, wait a minute. If all this Epstein stuff is true, then I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know what I'm going to do. My mother has been saying this for years, and I'm going to have to, he's like, I'm going to have to
acknowledge this, and internalize it, and make choices now.
Yeah. And after they've made this whole big thing about like, oh, turn against your parents and, walk away from your family and all this.
Yeah.
And now Trump's playing where we go one, we go all cue at the end of the video.
Yeah, it's like, wow. Okay.
And remember when they asked him, so there's a conspiracy theory that you are coming to save the world of a evil pedophile satanic cabal.
Yeah.
And he's like, was that a bad thing?
That'd be such a bad thing.
Would that be such a bad thing? And now here we are.
I know.
And I guess the best thing for me is, no more milk boxes. People will be watching their kids, and hopefully children will be more safe after this all comes out and people realize the true evil. I mean, I don't think most people can even, I don't want to even think about, and I'm sure I don't know all of the depravity. Either way. And the sick things that were done. But from what little I've heard, I just pray that God took those children quickly and they didn't have to suffer, because it's demonic is a kind word for describing what these people did with children.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's really what it is. I mean, they serve a different master, let's say. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yep.
But it'll be interesting to see how it all rolls out. I guess it is rolling out.
It is.
Like we are here.
Yeah, we really are. It's happening in real time, and it's got to be getting close to breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's too much information coming out. Epstein's at the core of so much of it. The Clintons are at the core of a lot of it.
Barack Hussein.
Yeah.
The Bushes.
Absolutely. All of them.
All of them.
Mm-hmm. Just different facets of the same diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had different roles to play. You know, one's involved in the drugs, one's involved in, children, one's involved in, all of it, but it all ties together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the same rock.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. Well, that's kind of a bummer to end on.
Be the light, shine the light upon this world, and kill the darkness.
Oh, wait.
Single matchstick lights the dark.
Wants to hold on, I think I still have this. Oh, do I? Westwood, some love. Oh, what should I use that address?
What are you doing?
I was gonna have them send you some Litecoin love.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you want to.
I don't know if that's
addresses. I don't know where that goes.
That wallet may not be a good. That may be an old.
Might be too old.
An old number.
Freshwood.
Well, if you're interested in tipping Westwood for his charm, talent, information that he brings to us, DM him.
Nah, just do a good deed for somebody else.
There you go.
Do that. Make somebody else's day brighter, and that would make me happy. That's all I care about.
That's great. And then come back here and tell us about it in the comments.
There you go. Do a good deed.
Yes, and tag him. And go to his website, clintwestwood.net, where you can find his YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter for Spaces. There's also tons of resources there for cryptocurrency education and entertainment stuff. Lots of.
Yeah. If you want to give me a birthday gift, go buy yourself one Litecoin and take it into self-custody. That would be a great birthday gift. I would love it if everybody would do that.
All ships rise together.
That's it.
Right. That was probably my favorite thing about crypto. Yeah, I only had a little bit of Bitcoin. I swapped half of it.
I know. I'm just like, get rid of it.
Yep.
I was looking at the digibyte ratio to Litecoin today, and it's actually climbing a little bit in Litecoin's favor. Before I got on, it was like one Litecoin gets you 12,700 digibyte.
It was like 14,000.
Yeah, that was about the high here in within the last 16 months, but it dropped down to like 11.5, so it favored digibyte. But right now, it's kind of climbing back up in Litecoin's favor. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to go over 14,000. So, I mean, if you're playing that ratio, it's kind of starting to favor Litecoin again to take Litecoin and get digibyte. But they're both, you can't lose with either one of them. Well, you can lose dollars at this point, but you're not selling it. You're just trying to.
You're losing dollars just by holding dollars.
You're losing dollars every time you go to sleep, right?
That's right.
It's stealing your energy in your sleep.
Stealing your energy in your sleep.
At least you're holding something that they can't take from you unless you give it to them.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I thank you all for joining us on Happy Hour. You'll have Spaces later tonight?
I'm going to have Spaces, yeah.
Okay.
I'll try not to have a messed up space like last week where it just killed me. Nope, I'm going to start Spaces and hopefully no reconnection errors, and we should be good. But Benny saved the day last weekend.
I know. I was like,
you actually and Benny saved the day.
I didn't want it to be me hosting it.
Lisa behind the scenes, making things work.
But I was trying to be there for the community because everybody was looking forward to it.
I know. It messed up.
Big shout out to Benny, Warrior 32. If you're not following him, that's another great account to follow on X.
Absolutely. He's a good dude.
Yes, good human, and he does a Taco Tuesday night that a lot of the community
been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, and that's a great space to be in as well. And they share a lot of information. Everybody really wants everyone to win in this game, the community to win, and so they share a lot of information that can help people.
You can take action on.
Learning.
So it's good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, happy birthday, Westwood.
Thank you, lovely Lyquin.
I'm gonna take a drink.
You're gonna drink.
Drink? Woo! Woo! I feel good.
I don't like the government right now.
You don't have to.
I don't trust it anymore.